team call. Just want to say that we've just come off of the month of September.
Totally cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out again.
I'll go to my phone. Jen,
Frozen.
Yep, I'll start us. Okay, so I'm going to start what I'm going to be dealing with today on the call. So anyways, the very first Wednesday of every single month, we do a team call. It's kind of like a recap of the month before, how things ended, any updates, for instance, megas, things like that, which we are going to get into after. But I was just going to talk about like upcoming events. So for instance, most of you know that conference is up and coming. Some of you are coming to conference, which is awesome. So far, since I've been in the business, this is the closest conference that we've had to Ontario. So a lot of people are road tripping, sharing the expense of gas to travel down, sharing hotel rooms, that sort of thing. So I really urge you guys, I know that I did not see the benefit and the importance of going to conference. So especially for those of you that are, 5, 6, 7 days brand new into the business, you think, well, wow, going to conference, I'm going to, have to spend money on my hotel and spend money to get there and spend money on food. And it really is hard to see the importance of conference. But I tell you that, and I'm not trying to sound cliche or anything like that, conference changes your life and your business on so many different levels. You get to hang out with your team, meet new team, meet new friends all around the world in the business. That end up being your longtime friends. They'll also help you in the business, give you great ideas. You get to get away from your kids, which one of them is right here next to me right now, and I love them to bits, but you get to get away from your kids, your husband, your wife, whomever else, for 4 or 5 days and get to go and just have a complete experience of what this business brings to you. And I think being a home-based business and being self-employed, it's really hard to see the big picture. Now we have these amazing calls back on Wednesday night. So I look at all of your faces and I think, wow, like these are the amazing people that I get to work with every single day. And it's so fantastic. And that's what pumps me up and drives me. Imagine 10,000 people being in the same room as you, people with their babies, their kids, their dogs, their husbands, their wives. Everybody and anybody goes to conference, and it is really an absolutely game-changing experience. I went last year to my very first conference as a Q, which is not normal. Usually people see the bigger picture faster than I did, earlier than I did. People go as, brand new distributors, VFs, SCs, SSCs, Qs. And I went to my first conference and I was mind blown. Melissa Hyde had a really hard conversation with me, which I really needed at the time, just basically calling me out on all my excuses that I had. Which I still have and which I, still get called out on, which is awesome. But I needed to, and it was the right timing for me. And I'm glad that she called me out on that because I went as a Q in October and I came back and my team went NMD in November. So it ignited a fire in me that I didn't know existed. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. Spend that time with those girls in my room with 3 other girls in the hotel. I bonded with these women that, like you guys right now, some of you have never met in real life. And I met these girls in real life after only spending time with them on the computer and spent the weekend with them. And they're going to be lifelong friends. So I really urge you, if you're not going to this conference, put $50 a week aside, $10 a week, anything that you can afford so that you can be at conference next year because it's my mission. I want to get as many of our team out to conference as possible because that's when the game changing happens. You're not going to see the big picture until you get to conference, straight up. And I didn't get it and I didn't see it. And I did. I shared my toothbrush. Oh gosh, I did. I shared my toothbrush. Poor Brandy. Brandy's on the call. So just really quickly, and then I'll close it down. My roommates were so funny. But I was getting up really early in the morning because Melissa was like, you have to be at everything. You can't come and sleep in. And all I wanted to do was sleep. I have 3 kids. So I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get ready and start brushing my teeth. Well, I thought it was my toothbrush the whole weekend, but it was Brandy's. And she was my roommate. So don't room with me because I might use your toothbrush. My little guy's listening like. So anyways, you bond on different levels at conference, toothbrush levels. So save some money, come to conference next year, Phoenix and Tampa. It's going to be so incredible. I can't wait to see you guys there. Nicole, Melissa, pass it off. can't see if
Yep.
Nicole's in.
I'm here. You can hear me this time. I'm on my phone.
Sorry, I have the giggles so bad.
That's awesome. Okay, guys, what I wanted to share with you is just a couple updates. We came off of the month of September, and we had a lot of momentum. Momentum is definitely picking up. So we actually last year at this time, from a volume standpoint, our team brought in about 280 orders. This month we hit close to 350. So our volume is up versus a year ago. New reps are up. We brought on 25 new reps. Congratulations. I always love to see the welcome. So anytime that you guys have a new rep, make sure you love on them. And it's just so beautiful to see all of the comments. I just love all that team camaraderie. You guys are doing such a great job. You guys know that we have 2 new rep trainings every single month, the second Tuesday of the month and the fourth Tuesday of the month. So Melissa Hyde was just on training last night with 5 of our new reps and took them over like the marketing plan, talked about the why, and we're getting some great feedback. So just make sure that when you do have a new rep that comes on board, and especially when you are new, it wouldn't hurt to be on it a couple times to hear it a few times. What else can I say? Omegas are delayed. Some of you have been asking. So they were hoping that they would be in the warehouse this week. And we were all planned to do that, but Health Canada has slapped us with another, we need more, more testing done on our product. So that came as a big surprise. So I know a lot of you have been promoting the Omegas. So Stephen, our vice president, has asked us just to hold off on promoting Omegas until we figure out what else we can do to appease Health Canada. We're not the only country that is dealing with this, unfortunately. There's quite a few other countries where the regulations are just so strict, or because it's such a unique product, like Health Canada's never seen anything like this, they're kind of dumbfounded and they're just throwing stuff out there. So we're trying to work as fast as we can to get this in the marketplace. So hang tight, we're working on it. You guys know that the Chewy samples you can only get in the United States, so make sure that you are, if you're not going for whatever reason, and you heard Jen tell you all the reasons why you should be going, oh, am I on here? Somebody just, something's recording here, hold on. Oh, that's weird, I just saw a screen. Okay, so you guys see me here? Want to make sure that I'm still on. Okay, so I'm still here. Is make sure that you follow up with kind of like your support to get Juice Plus Chewy samples. I find that those are such a conversation piece. I've been giving out a lot. I know we've been sending people out. It just gets you into conversation. So I would highly recommend you invest in the Chewy samples. What else do I want to talk about? Weekly calls I've talked about. So you guys know, Design a Life You Love. So hopefully everybody is on that Facebook group. It's called Design a Life You Love. And that's where every Monday, one of our leaders goes live. So Ilona just did her story, product story, business story, under 10 minutes. She did a fantastic job. And really this page is for you guys, think of it as a landing page. So when you're out in the world and you're having a conversation with somebody, let's say on social media, or you've met somebody like at a sport where your kids are at, is that you ask them if there's a curiosity about what you do, or who you work for, is to ask if it's okay if you can add them to the Design a Life You Love. And then in the pin post, we've just updated the pin post. So in the pin post, it has some basic stuff of like what it is. I can actually read it to you. We've been spending some time, and I just want to give a shout out to Michelle on here, Fiocco, because she's been really helping me and Jen and also Melissa with this page and giving us some ideas of how we can take it to the next level. So I just want to say thank you, Michelle, for helping us out. Okay, so I love this. So yesterday I was spending some time on adding a lot of people here. So It's thank you for deciding to take a look at our healthy living community. Our tribe Team B is part of a healthy revolution, and we are growing rapidly with people like you that want to take healthy back. We are passionate and heart-centered. We stand for health as top priority so we can inspire and impact the lives of future generations. We believe that when you find a passion, you never work a day in your life. What if you could build a life around your passion? What if we could show you how to design a life you love? Would you be interested? And then it just has, please watch the welcome video, and if that inspires you, keep going. So there's actually 4 videos there, 2 on product. One is just an overall about Juice Plus, 1 products, 1 is on the health study, and there's Want a Better Life, and then for the really detailed people, are a little bit of our marketing plan. It's the Canadian one. And then it's just thanks for taking the time to watch. Feel free to check out the other awesome stories and videos in the group. Make sure to follow up with the person that invited you here to the group and learn how you can be part of the healthy revolution. So this is a great opportunity for you guys to get into the habit of adding your prospects for customer prospects and prospects for the business. I don't know about you guys, but I work social media a lot, and I find that people's names come so fast, and if you don't get them somewhere, you'll lose them so fast. So I'm really grateful for what we're starting to create here. The other element of this page that we're going to start to do, that we got buy-in from our leaders tonight, is that we want to show our prospects how much fun we have. And so when we are out and about in the world doing our events, maybe it's a road trip to Ottawa, maybe it's a salad in a jar party, maybe it's a balls party, maybe it's a conference video. We're asking the leaders to post short 1 minute, 30-second to 1 minute videos of just where we're at, so that your prospects can see that we are up to something pretty magical. And because events are happening all the time, but within the event, we want to make sure that they see that we're having fun and to feel our energy and our passion. So does anybody have any comments or questions about the Design a Life You Love page? So what I would
how be do you have to be like administrative on the page in order to add somebody, or can any rep add somebody onto the group?
Yeah, the setting is that once you are in the group, you can add anybody. So that's a great question. Yeah, so you just want to make sure that you're in the group, and then you can start to add anybody. And so what I would recommend you do is when you do invite somebody to the group, is go to the original pinned post, and then what you want to do is you want to welcome them. So that's what I was actually doing yesterday, is I was adding my prospects, and I let them know. I leave them a voice message and just like a Facebook Messenger, and then I tag them. And I noticed that Melissa, you did that as well too. And it's nice that they're like commenting back, like, thank you for adding me or whatever. So I think this will be a great page. How many people do we have right now for members wise? We have 609 members. And Michelle said that one of the groups that she's a part of, in 2 months, they added 5,000 people to the group, similar to this. So we can get really good. If you guys are doing some major prospecting online, send them to this page. It's a great opportunity to keep them in our community. Take a peek what we're about. And then you can also tag people. So for example, like if you guys, I encourage you guys to listen to all the stories so you know who our leaders are. And then when you're out and about in the world and you know that you want to connect so-and-so with, let's say, Susan Baker's story because she has an autistic son and she's a holistic nutritionist, you already know that, and then you can tag your prospect under Susan's video. So it's effective. Okay, so just want to make sure that you guys know about this great. And if you guys are brave enough to want to share your product and your business story, just follow up with your upline leader and they can have a conversation and maybe give you some coaching. You don't have to be a senior sales coordinator to share your product and your business story. You just need to get some coaching and bring your high energy and your story. So because obviously we're gonna run out eventually of our SSCs and above, so we're gonna have to start coming to you guys. Okay, I think that's all I had tonight. I'm going to turn it over to Melissa as she wraps.
Now that I've composed myself, I'm dying laughing. I had to move my screen because I don't know if any of you guys noticed Melissa McEwen. She had, I don't know whose face it is on her shirt. And just the way she's standing, all you see is this face of some guy in the shirt, and she's moving, this head's going like this. Oh my God, I was killing myself laughing. So in case any of you are wondering what was going on, it's been.
How about the fact that I messaged her to get her?
There it is. Here it's back.
I messaged her to get her hot butt in the car and come shake it with us for the weekend, but I accidentally sent it to everyone.
All I could see was this guy. Oh my God, long night, as I said. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, talking about why. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Oh, I can stop laughing. All right. Can you guys see this? Is it sharing properly? Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm sure at some point since you've joined this business, we've talked about, why do you want to do this? And maybe some of you have gotten to a deeper level. Maybe some of you haven't, or you thought you did. It's just like, yeah, no, I'd like some extra money. Let's just use that one because I'd really like to pay down my credit cards because my husband's freaking out at me. That's just a common one. And then we kind of leave it there. But what we want to do is really peel back the layers and dig deep to find out what the real why is. As Jen and I were talking about it, she says, we got to get past the fluff, the surfacey crap to get really, really deep. And this form will help you do this. And then what we want you guys to do is then do this with each of your teams so that you know as a leader the real why your teammate is doing this this business. Okay, so this is where you're going to find the form. You go to this website here, missiondrivenmodel.info, and then this little bar over here, you type in why, and then you hit search. And it's going to take you to like a Google. It's the very top one here, getting to the heart, which I just love that it's called that because we're such a heart-centered team. And when you do get to the why, it always comes from the heart, why people are doing this. So click on it and here we go. And Catherine Lee put this together, and don't worry if you're not sure, if you can't figure it out, or you think it's one thing that's not another. It's going to evolve as you evolve. The more you get to know yourself, the deeper you're going to be able to go with this. But so when you start off, just simply, what did you want this business to do for you? When I started, it was just simply, wow, if I could make an extra $500 a month, that would be incredible. And if my clients asked, I would share it. And that's my honest answer. That's why I started. But obviously since then it's changed drastically. And then why do I want to do this? Yeah, it just kind of made sense and make some extra money. And it was really just that's it. I just sort of shake my hands because it wasn't anything deep. It was just a no-brainer, fruits and veg. Yeah. And then what are you willing to do to get it? Had you asked me then, I'd be like, well, I don't know. When I'm talking to my clients, that's about it because I'm so busy running here and there. I didn't have, a half hour here and there. I literally had a minute here and there. So that's what it'd be. So that's okay when your reps first when you first start going through this with your reps. For you guys, you've been around a little longer. So sit on this for a little bit. Or as Melissa Sagan said, she said at 5 a.m. is a good time to do this, or whenever you're meditating, when you actually have some quiet time that you can just sort of think and hear those inner voices and see what comes to you. So Catherine Lee says, in a nutshell, generally there's 3 reasons why people decide to do this. Financial, as I mentioned, whether it's bridging the gap, just covering the product, leveraging income, or I would even say out of desperation. Could be desperate situations for some people. The second grouping is this for fulfillment, to be part of a cause, or even just to be part of a community of like-minded people. A lot of people don't get recognition at home. They don't get appreciation. maybe they're vegan and the rest of their family's not, so it's kind of disconnected, and it's so easy and refreshing to be with like-minded people, right? So it could be community-based, to have a business of their own. They've always dreamt of doing that, to add purpose, or maybe after a tragedy, right? When something happens to a loved one, they make this a cause to do something maybe in memory of, or to help others prevent it, that kind of thing. Or for fun, right? Just the community, positive people, as I mentioned, proactive about their health and finances, to leverage your income so you can have more fun. So there's things that you've always wanted to do but didn't have the money or the time, and extra money to travel more. And maybe there's some others, but those are just some general. So have them answer that. And then what you're going to have them do is start out with, why is it important to you about achieving, what is important to you about achieving the ideal you? That might even be hard for somebody, especially when they first getting started, because they've never really thought about this. So I would just, I would even start with, what's important to you about building a successful Juice Plus business? Even before that, I'd ask them, is it even important to build a business? Because if it's just about community, that may not be for them, right? So you want to say to them, once you find out what their reason is why they even started this, is why is that important? Why is it important to you to belong to a community? Why is it important for you to make some extra money? That sort of thing. And then go from there. So I just want to skip this page to scroll down to give you an example here. So, what's important to you about building a successful business? Well, they want to make more money. And then you ask that question, why is that important? To get out of debt. And then why that? To stop working so hard to pay someone else. And then why that? Because I want to do things in my life, with the fruits of my labor. I wonder if I can, hold on a minute. See if I can. I don't think I can. Thought I could increase the font size here. And then why is that important? Say, to take care of my mother, who is, goodness gracious, I've read this a few times, who is, somebody read that? Widowed and needs help. And then why is that important? Because she sacrificed everything to send me to college, and I want to make sure she is taken care of in her golden years. And then again, why is that important? Because I want to be in control of my, future and help those around me.
Of my life, so I can help those around me who can't help themselves. No, they are precious,
worthy and
loved.
So you can see how it changes from just make money to something so much deeper. And honestly, even that I would take to another level, because I just think, I don't know who this person is, but I would just simply go to another level. Like, what's that going to do for that person? And I know on our call before, some people have said that I've done this with them and they end up crying. That is not my goal to make you cry, Andrea, not mentioning any names. But when it gets to that level, it does choke you up. You do get emotional. I drove to Windsor with Michelle Ball once, and that was the first time I'd really gone deep like this with her. And out of nowhere, the tears just started flowing. So it's not like you're trying to get to somebody there, but you've got to get to that level where an emotional change happens. And then okay, we've really touched on that. And even from there, you may want to dig a little deeper. But maybe some people aren't even ready to go there, but get deep enough where they've, maybe they're really starting to squirm and they can't go further, or there's been some kind of reaction as opposed to just, I don't know anymore. So try to get there, but it may take time, right? Some people just are numb or have no idea or whatever it might be. And then once you get down to the bottom of that, whatever their true why is, I'd love to add one more thing. So you're doing this because of whatever reason. Well, let me ask you this. Why are you wanting to do it via the Juice Plus business? Using finances as an example. So whatever the reason is to get that deep, and just because they can earn money, which will allow them to do all these different things in so many different ways. I mean, they could get a part-time job, or there's many, many other network marketing companies out there if that's the type of thing you're looking for. why Juice Plus, why Team B. And Nicole, Jen, and I spent a lot of time going around and around and around with this a few weekends ago back in Collingwood. And it will take time, and I don't want to share anything because I want you guys to just go unbiased and do this yourselves and with as many of your team as you can, so that you can feel really confident knowing why your team is doing this. Because then you're going to be able to help them that much better. And then if they're kind of falling off the wagon or not showing up, then you can go back to that and just say, you know, this is what you told me before. Is it changed? Is it, you know, and really help. But when somebody gets that connected to their why, they're likely to be that much more connected to what they're doing, right? Because it's not about the money, right? It's so much deeper than that. So this is where you find that form. And by all means, print out more sheets, right? There's only 7 levels here. Some people may go much, much, much deeper.
Do you mind repeating the address or the website again, I mean?
Yeah, can you see it right here on my screen? Mission-driven-model.info. And then I'll go backwards. So this is where it'll take you, mission-driven-model.info. And then type in Y over here in the search tab, the bar.
Okay.
Click search. Google basically comes up. And then you click on getting to the heart, the very first one. It always comes up first when you just type in the Y. And there you go. Is that cool?
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. So I will stop sharing.
Hey, Melissa, I know that a couple of people have new reps on the call tonight that they'd love to welcome.
Go for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if you're done or not, but just that we have enough time to welcome those new reps.
That's an awesome way to end the call. Yep. So whoever has a new rep, unmute yourself and welcome them.
Me. Hi, everyone. It's Sarah from Ottawa, and I wanted to welcome Linda to our team. I gave her a shout out on our Team B page today, but oh my goodness, talk about how the universe brings people together. She was one of my cold calling, I guess you could say, but I really resonated with her bio that I read on her website, and yeah, I just, reached out to her and told her how much of an inspiration she was, even though I had never met her. She was diagnosed with MS, I think she said in 2000, and she was really disappointed in what the healthcare system, which we all know, is failing us for the most part, and decided to take her health into her own hands and started going back to school for holistic nutrition. And fast forward till now, she's done, how many marathons have you done now, Linda? Like 17? So she's definitely such an inspiration, and we are so blessed to have her a part of our growing Ottawa team. And I think she's just going to be an amazing asset to our team and give her some diversity and some knowledge in the healthcare field. And it's going to be awesome. I'm super excited to have her. So welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Who else? I see new faces. Who's their upline?
So I have Crystal Mank. She's a new rep of ours. And you want to talk about the universe connecting people. This was like the strangest of things. Crystal and I actually went to high school together. I did not know her as Mank, being married. I knew her as Halsell. And she decided one day that she was just going to buy the product. And she went onto the website and just bought the product. I had no idea that I went to school with this girl. Treated her like a customer, connected with her. And then next thing you know, she was messaging me there last week about getting added to an event. And lo and behold, I made the connection that this is the same Crystal. And now she's on our team, and she's just going to kick some butt. She is a respiratory therapist at Sick Kids Hospital.
Hi, everybody. I'm all ready for bed.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, ladies. So happy you guys joined us.
Anyone else new on here that hasn't been welcomed yet?
Hey guys, I'm going to welcome Brittany. I don't know if I did last week or not, but she's been a part of the team for a couple weeks now. I've known her for a lot of years. Her and I share birthdays. So far she's just killing it in Sudbury, and I'm really excited to have her with us.
Awesome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Anyone else before we wrap up?
Any promotions anyone wants to shout out?
Well, she's not on, but Kathy, new rep, which I haven't welcomed to the team officially because she hasn't been on the calls, but Kathy, new Zumba instructor from Bradford, I hope I got that right, has joined our team, and she was promoted to DD last week.
Good stuff. Okay. Is that it? Okay, we should wrap up 9:35. Thank you everyone for joining us. 25 new reps this month for September. So we just want to make sure that we keep on loving on them and helping them move through the marketing plan and making sure that we're helping them achieve their goals. And know that I'm here, Jen's here, Melissa's here. We've got such amazing support, and we are so grateful for you guys to join our mission and make the world a healthier place for future generations. We're on a big mission. Thanks for being part of it.